Okay, so this is a pretty consequential game. I'm playing here against Davide, and I'm here as the US. I say consequential because this game is going to determine whether I get a 500 record in the RTSL for the 2022 B season. My RTSL play has been really all over the place, and it'd be great to be able to get a win against a really good opponent. I played Davide before, and yeah, I hope we can get a win here. All right, so we're going to plug in our hand. Headline options are not fantastic. CNS is good. I know there's all these different schools of thought about whether it makes sense to purge the Soviets because they have so many cards that they can event. So I think one school of thought would be headline CNS and then use our yeah, this is tricky. I think... Okay. All right, so let's go, let's just go with CNS. Well, that's nice to see. Yeah, that's very nice to see. I think that really signals we can and certainly no access cards, so that's really good all around. Also, interesting, he didn't dump Europe, which means maybe, okay, let's see here, and a Marshall Plan coup. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, well, that's interesting. All right, well, since the coup of Italy is interesting, but where we have the war, although I'll think about this here. If he had, there's a situation where if he has socialist governments and I don't put some points into Europe, he could clear me out of France and Italy. So this, on the other hand, I mean, I guess I could just take France and put one here. I don't see why he would have... It's a kind of strange play because I don't see why he would have... If he has Europe, why wouldn't you just dump Europe in the headline? But... Okay, a duck and cover coup of Malaysia, I'm guessing? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that's terrible for him. Oh, I feel... Almost feel bad. I almost feel bad for that. That play works 2/3 of the time, and this just wasn't one of the times. All right, so what do we do here? Well, it'd be nice to get mill-ops, so just a one-op coup of Iraq would get us mill-ops, but where we haven't seen decall, I think I'm going to go maybe we just do this with 5-year plan here. Maybe this is the play. We are going to have to overprotect Italy from Yeah, we're going to have to protect Italy from socialist governments. So I have to remember that. Might try to hold on to Truman. Well, there's Indy Reds. All right. Okie dokie. So I think now we'll coup. Get our mill ops. Coup fails. I know I've been playing with fire here by not spreading out of Israel. That was probably a mistake, but my rationale is that he would have headlined Nasser over Asia. I could be wrong about that, but we shall see. Also, I want to play NATO early. All right, Korean War. Where's that going to go? Okay. So, where do we go with NATO? I think we're going to go here. Now, a lot of things I want to do. A lot of things I want to do, but what do I really need to do? That's the question. We haven't seen De Gaulle or socialist governments or Suez, I don't believe. So I think that looks promising. So the question is going to be, how do we handle this? If we get the opportunity, do we space destall? Do we hold it? All right. Middle East is a point. All right. So now, do we go? I like one Pakistan. I'm expecting to see containment or blockade here. No, instead we have this huge 4-up card. My word. Okay, yeah, Jam of West Germany. Maybe I should have seen that coming. I don't know. With Truman gone, that was a mistake. So maybe we go 1, 2. Maybe we just put both of them in there. And this means if he draws Europe, he can dump it. But I do also need to guard against socialist governments. I think I go here. And social governments is going to be an important card. Let's see who gets it. It's us. All right, so we get defectors, De Gaulle, social governments, ComCon, CIA, USJ, Cambridge 5, which is free, and yeah, I think defectors is going to be the headline. Hopefully we hit, oh good, the other Europe attack card here. Well, we just may survive the assault on Europe. All right, so if I'm him and I have Europe, I think I'd drop it, but that gives us the coup. We don't have great coup targets, but we'll just coup Iraq to get our mill-ups. Got a pretty red hand here. I think that's probably what he's debating. No, he's going for the coup. Okay, he gets a good roll. So now what do we do? Well, assuming he's got... All right, we fix West Germany here. Yeah, fixing West Germany is key. That's going to cost me 2. And then the alternative is... All right, so I think what we do, we try to get... We haven't seen Nasser. So the good thing about this play is it gives us access to Libya even if he's got Nasser. And it gets us back on Europe Dom. The downside is we lose out on Angola if he's got if he's got decall. So let's find out if he's got that. I think we're going to space Sochgovs. We're going to event de Gaulle. All right, so he doesn't have. All right, okay. Well, that's promising. We'll event ComCon. We have to take... we're going to move into Africa next. I think that's going to be the play. Take Angola for when we event de Gaulle. Take Angola. We also do need to put some points into India and overprotect Pakistan. We are 1 op in Afghanistan away from a possible Soviet flip, so we have to watch that. Okay, but for now, I think we go 1, 2, 3. Fidel for influence. Oh, fighting for country count. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense. Portugal's important. We'll take that. Important under any circumstances. Maybe that was the plan all along. Him thinking he'll just put in some ops in non-battlegrounds. I like Portugal for okay, so he's spacing special. He fails. I think I'm gonna get CIA out of here. Take Zaire. So we're going to lose 2. All right. Oh, he did have Nasser. Okay. All right, so we'll space Soshkovs. Okay, we hit it. So this is going to be interesting. We're probably going to see blockade here, is my guess. Or maybe, I think if I'm him, I want to use the China card to break domination. Might also give up, he might give up containment here. Use that to take South Korea. And if that happens, we could event de Gaulle, fix France, and maybe, oh, there we go, there's containment. Okay, so we're definitely going to be playing de Gaulle. Okay, we resolve that event. We fix France. And take Canada. Alright, so the good things about that are we get to hold D-style through the reshuffle. We're still on Asia Dom, temporarily. And we fixed Europe, so I think that's going to be the plan. Alright, we get blockade, Arab-Israeli, Vietnam, and on the reshuffle, we get CIA again, Marshall, NTB, Middle East scoring. Okay, so getting purged would be terrible. And we don't, his known cards are EEU, Warsaw, NORAD, DCAL, and Europe. So he might have redrawn 5-year plan, which would be unfortunate. But he also might have redrawn Suez or Soshkovs. So I think, even though it seems a little wasteful, I think we headline Marshall. Okay, he plays decal. Nothing we can do about that. I think this means that we lose Thailand. I think we're going to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, here. So those are all useful ops. In case we race for country count, Benelux and Denmark are useful, and I think, sure. Alright, so if I'm him, I flip Thailand and maybe forget about Africa. I've got a nice coup card for a coup of Libya. He plays Warsaw. So we manages to flip without using the China card. Oh, I see what he's doing. This is really clever. That puts him on Asia Dom. Well played. So so he's basically. So our question is: do we give up a big 5-point scoring? I think our play is going to be something like this. So if he does coup, we at least get Nigeria out of it. So that's an option. How many points is the Mideast? The Mideast is 3. And we lose Milop. So in a way, losing Asia would be 5 points, but the opportunity to get Milops And what are our chances of, sometimes we roll a 1, right, then the coup fails. So we would need to roll, we got a 50-50 chance of taking Libya. It also protects our battlegrounds in Africa and Panama, and its points. All right, so I think we go here. Now, on the other hand, we could coup with a smaller card. Coup with a smaller card. Man, this is tricky. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things I want to do with the ops from NTV. All right, I think we got to. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with the original plan. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. Yeah, he also might think that we have Asia, so he may, for instance, finish taking South Korea, and then we have this kind of ops race. But it's an ops race that I think we can win, because we've got Philippines and Malaysia. I'm worried that he didn't play. If we see him play the China card, it's actually going to be good news, because that means he can't ditch Europe to 5-year plan. That Libya coup is tempting, but just a little bit outside what we could do. The fact that he only put 1 point in Africa. All right, so he coups with Fidel. All right. Oh, well, that was nice. That was really great. How do we want to? I think. I think this is going to be the play here. Now, if he doesn't, he might be thinking about Africa, maybe taking South Africa, maybe a coup of Cameroon. I'm not sure he would do that. But the hope here would be we could drop Mideast for nothing. That would be great. But he still has the China card. He's going to want to space NORAD. Oh, he just gives us Europe right now. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so he gives us Europe. We're going to drop Mideast for nothing. That was lucky. I think next up we take Nigeria. Here comes EEU. EEU goes to space. Whoa. That was a surprise, especially where he just dropped Europe. Okay, we'll ditch D-Style. And I guess take Nigeria. Good time to get rid of that. Next up is CIA, and we end with Vietnam revolts. I think CIA is going to take Panama, and maybe VR takes Mexico. Interesting, Fidel is out of the deck. Really surprised about EEU. Not sure what that move is for. maybe, I think if it were me, I might have threatened Pakistan, taken South Africa. We also might want to put another point in Angola for Portuguese or South African unrest. All right, there's Nasser again. Okay, a little overprotection. We'll take Panama here. Maybe he's going to space NORAD, would be my guess. Now we play Suez. All right, so he's holding NORAD. All right, so that puts him back on Asia Dom. All right, so is it possible? No, it's not possible. It's not possible to break that unless we do that. All right, so that's super risky because we haven't seen the war. The war's not in the discard pile. So that's very risky. Another possibility is something like, I mean, we can't take Taiwan. Yeah, US-Japan headline would stop Asia Dom. Well, that's worth thinking about. We also could just forget about that and take Mexico. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so we get IP war. We get some good options here. Truman shuttle. We get South African unrest. And I think the headline's going to be bear trap here because yeah, I think it's going to be bear trap, so we can steal the coup, protect our battlegrounds. That's going to be it. All right, well, Central drops. That's 3 for us. All right, he plays NORAD. It's a good card to get out of the deck for, into the discard pile for him. I think we're going to coup Libya. Right, it's basically our best option. That also tempts him into flipping Pakistan, and then we could play the war, so I don't mind that. All right. Flower power. Okay. Okay, I think that if I had that's interesting. All right, so this. All right, so the issue is if we take Thailand or Taiwan, then there's a chance he could take Japan with the China card. So another option is this. But that doesn't stop domination. So I think we just protect Angola. Is there a chance that USJ is in his hand? Did we see that in the early war? Okay, yeah, so it's still out there. So yeah, there is a chance it's in his hand. I think that if I'm him, yeah, I think this is the safer play. If he takes Angola, then it lets us event Portuguese or South Africa. I think that's going to be the play. I'm going to try to event Shea. Maybe he'll coup Cameroon for his mill-ops, and then we get a free Shea off. Oh, there's his coup. Okay, that's actually good news. We can resolve Shea. We'll protect Nigeria and Zaire. And then, where do we go with the others? Sudan, maybe? All right, Nixon for the coup. He's definitely playing like a guy who's got Africa's scoring. Right now, Africa's 3 for us. So, I don't mind that. Or maybe just Cameroon. Oh, well, that's bad. If he does have it, we're going to see it right now. Yep, he does. Well, there are some points that have gone to waste. So, how do I want to handle this space? Yeah, I think I am still going to space South Africa. That doesn't work. Try again with Quagmire. So things are looking good, but still a lot of problem cards. Although the deck is kind of tilting blue. Southeast Asia is going to be a problem. Might poke Thailand in the final action round. Now that Truman coup cost us 3 points, I think. Okay, plays cultural. Interesting. Well, we got a good shot at winning the war, but like we already have mill-ops, and why risk it? So I think just fixing is probably the way to go. It'd be nice to get the victory points for the war, but why risk a 50-50? A brush here on Pakistan would be a problem. Muslim Rev for the event. Okay, well. Huh, alright. Well, Middle East has scored. Surprised he didn't take out of Libya. That would have been my pick. I'm still just going to space. Alright, we get our 2 VPs. And we get EBM. Ask Not. Nuke Subs, Brush War. Camp David, NATO, Olympics, USJ. That's my 9. Alright, so we're going to hold on to Ask Not. We've got a great hand. Missile Envy is going to give him something great no matter what, so we might as well event ABM. Maybe take a coup on Thailand. Having Brush is really nice because Pakistan's a great target. Having Brush is also great in case he draws Junta. We also haven't seen Purge. That's another likely headline. Purge would cost us a lot of ops. The card we don't want to see is Missile Envy. We Will Bury You is out there somewhere, possibly in his hand. But we haven't seen Junta, we haven't seen Brezhnev or Cambridge 5. Would love to see a C5 headline here. He might try to drop Asia. Let's see what he does. Okay, one small step. That's not great. Okay, but I think we're going to try to coup Thailand. Oh, we get a great roll. So Southeast Asia is looking much better. And so we now threaten Asia Dom. Okay, coups with defectors. All right, gets a great roll. All right, so now we've got some ops to play with. I think we're going to go... That puts us on Asia Dom and repairs the damage from Muslim Rev. And I think that's going to be the way to go. You know, event Camp David. There's no rush to space Quagmire. All right, CMC. All right. Does that do it? That doesn't do it. That does not do it. So the question is, do we use our China card to... Nah, that costs us... what if we go... Right now, Asia is 2 points for us. let's think about this. I think for now we just take the Philippines. That evens up Southeast Asia. All right, Asia drops for nothing. For 2 our way. Well, we'll keep up the pressure. We'll go with Camp David. That's another point. We know we're going to hang on to Ask Not. South America is interesting. I think I'm going to try to hold Brush War as long as possible, because maybe he'll play Junta, and we can brush it. Okay, plays Korean War for influence. All right, preventing the flip in Southeast Asia. That's fine. So I think we'll go... one. I don't think that's bad. Yeah, France is overprotected. West Germany's overprotected. Korea goes to space. That fails. We'll space. All right, we get headline peaking. I think I might take Israel with nuke subs. Arms race for influence. Oh, alright. Take Thailand with nuke subs. All right, socialist governments for the event. I mean, yeah, I don't love just using brush war for, let's see, De Gaulle and Suez are not available. So the walk to Colombia is tempting, but I think just slow and steady wins the race. We'll put another point there. Okay, kitchen debates is 2. South America, we get PCR, Purge, Duck, Duck, OPEC, Liberation, Usuri, Okay, so our options. We're going to hold Kennedy through the reshuffle. But if Kitchen Debates gives us 2 and Duck gives us 3, then that's the game. So maybe headline Duck and cover, then event Kitchen. If he manages to get some points, we can play PCR and try to grab some points here. I'm expecting Junta. Missile Envy's interesting. If he events that, then we've got to play Purge and give up a point, but only 1 point for OPEC. Okay, so he plays Junta. So that means we can't play South America, but it means we can play Duck and cover. Depending on where he places, we might have to use some ops to take some Middle Eastern countries in order to trigger Kitchen. Okay, we're definitely going to have to get creative. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we've just learned that he's got... I think we're going to go with one here. No. All right, please, we will bury you. But Kitchen is still active. Whew. All right, well, that would have been a terrible round. But we got out of it in the nick of time and got to notch a win. Well, thanks for watching. Probably could have played some of those things better, but we really just got lucky with some high-op hands in the early war and were able to kind of get to the finish line running on fumes. Thanks for watching.